Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about 5 productivity tools that will help make you a lot faster so you can grow your business faster or whatever you're trying to do. So my name is Eric Siu. I'm the CEO of a digital marketing agency called Single Grain and the co-host of the daily marketing podcast, Marketing School, and the host of the weekly entrepreneurial podcast, Growth Everywhere. So productivity is a big thing to me. As a matter of fact, you can say I'm a little neurotic when I hire people because I have people take a typing test. This is something I pulled from my buddy Noah Kagan. Check out his channel. Noah Kagan Presents. That's a good podcast too. And basically, we look at people that type, if you're under 60 words per minute, that is an indicator that you might be a little too slow if you're working all the time and typing, right? Because if somebody on my team can type out 140 words or 120 words or 100 words per minute, they might be doubling your speed, right? So you have to be efficient. So that's just one thing around productivity, right? It's actually a bonus, but we'll go through the list for a second. So first and foremost, there is a tool I use here, if we look at my screen, called Alfred. So this is on a Mac, and what Alfred does is it allows me to basically search for things or calculate things really quickly. So this is how, when I'm doing podcasts with people, this is how I calculate numbers so quickly. Sometimes they think I'm really fast and really good at math. I'm not. So basically, I can just type in 187,000 or something like that, and then multiplied by 52. Right? I can get the math done immediately. I can, as a marketer or as a business owner, I can calculate numbers really quickly, and it's important, right? How do I calculate conversion rates? How do I decide if I want to move forward with a business or not? Alfred allows me to move very quickly. Also, at the same time, if I'm talking to someone, let's say I'm talking to maybe a potential client. So what I can do is, hey, you need an NDA? Oh, guess what? I just type in a apostrophe and I type mutual NDA and it pulls up. I can just drag it into the screen. Makes things a lot faster. So my speed has increased quite a bit by using a tool like this. Also, I can just search for other things, right? Like Wikipedia. I can search Wikipedia for certain things. I can search Google for certain things. I can also hook in Zapier with Alfred. So Zapier is a tool that allows you to hook different web apps together. That integration actually just came out recently. So check it out if you use Zapier and Alfred. We're big fans of both, and I'll probably do a video on Zapier itself separately. So that's the first tool, Alfred. Now, second tool is called Fantastical. So with Fantastical, basically right here, you can see I'm pulling up my calendar over here. It's a little cut off, but you can see I can just look at my calendar really quickly. Oh, okay, these are the people that I'm going to talk to. Here's how my day is going to be, right? Also, at the same time, I can also type in, tomorrow I have breakfast with Noah, for example. So breakfast with Noah tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. for 30 minutes, right? Put in the location right here, blah, blah, blah. And then I just hit add event. It adds the event in, and then we're good to go. So I can quickly look at what's going on for my day, and I can add things, and I can remove things without having to open my calendar, take forever to do that. Don't have time for that. Nobody has time for that. Okay, so the next tool is Text Expander. So let's take a look at my screen. So basically, Text Expander allows me to, let's say I'm saying the same things over and over with people. If you want to book a podcast here, come over here, right? So with Text Expander, I don't have to keep repeating the same lines of text over and over. I can just type in 2 keystrokes and whatever I want will pop out, right? So let me give you an example. With Text Expander right here, let's say I'm crafting an email and sending it to myself, right? So, type in blah, blah, and let's say this is my Evernote. Let's say I'm on a sales call, or let's say I'm interviewing someone on my podcast, Growth Everywhere. I just typed in 2 keystrokes, IN, and then all my interview questions just came out. Imagine if I had to find that every single time, open up a notepad and then do it, and I do, let's say 4 interviews a month, multiplied out, that's 48 interviews a year. How much time am I losing when I have to expand this out every single time? Or if somebody's trying to book a podcast interview with me, for example, I just type 3 keystrokes and look at that. Oh, you can book a time slot. You can book a time slot with me over here. Okay, here's my calendar. Oh, you want to know what the questions are? Okay, here's the link to all the questions. Here's how the workflow is. Saves a lot of time at the end of the day. Okay, so the next tool that I wanted to talk about is Mixmax. Mixmax is great because it is a tool where you can share templates with your team. You can also do the same thing with Text Expander, but what I like about Mixmax is it allows me to see when people are opening my emails, what device they open it from, what time they open it, so it's pretty creeper. That part's good, right? You can share different templates, you can see where they're opening it from. Let's say I send a sales email out to people and they don't respond to me. Mixmax will automatically kick that email back to me within 4 days or so, 5 days or so, whatever I'm looking for exactly, right? And you can track things as well, so you can see, and I can also send emails later. So why I'm saying this is a productivity technique is because I don't need to wake up at a specific time to send emails. Because a lot of times, the best time to send an email, let's say you're in sales, you probably don't want to send an email to a busy CEO on a Monday, right? Because people are really busy on Mondays. Maybe you send it on Tuesdays in the morning. So use a tool like Mixmax, you schedule it out for Tuesdays, boom, that email pops up Monday, 9:30 a.m. their time, right? So that way it's more productive because your engagement rates are higher and you don't have to be there actively sending that email at that time. Mixmax can actually do a lot more. You can track the effectiveness of templates, who's opening, things like that, and you can keep optimizing over time, and that's what makes it easy. So the other tool that we have is right here is called Droplr. What I like about Droplr is it allows me to take screenshots really quickly and I can annotate them, right? So right here, if I pull this down a little bit, you can see I might just say, oh, look at this, blah, blah, blah. And then I can upload it. And then what happens afterwards is, the link is, well, it's in my clipboard now. So when I send emails to people, they can actually see the image. Boom, just like that. So Droplr, it's Droplr. And these are basically 5 tools that you can use to make yourself more productive. So if you want more entrepreneurial videos and more marketing videos, just hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next video.